Boy Kills World is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Lionsgate. It can be found as a slipcover edition, available at your local and online retailers. If you're going to give this one a watch, just know going in this is a completely absurd but wildly entertaining film. It definitely has roots in video gaming as well as modern and classic action films, and I think it makes for a very cool mix-up. The cast each play their characters in a very exaggerated but intentional way, and I found myself really enjoying the film. I would say yes, this is an easy recommendation, especially if you're just looking to have a good time. Boy Kills World on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 239:1. It was finished at a 4K digital intermediate, and it does not support any form of HDR. Finished at a 4K DI, Boy Kills World makes for a very serviceable and often clean-looking presentation. There are, of course, no imperfections in the source, and the enhancements to detail provided by the 4K image offers a very nice boost to textures. If you were to check out the accompanying Blu-ray disc, however, you may find that the overall difference between the two as far as detail goes is marginal at best. Now, to the elephant in the room, the puzzling decision not to include any form of HDR in this transfer. Honestly, this is a bit of a detriment to the overall quality of the picture, as the film is bursting with color, but it feels held back visually. This is the type of movie that would have really benefited from such an inclusion, and it's a shame that it wasn't provided for this transfer. There is a wide variety of set pieces, clothing, and a very video game-like aesthetic, which compared to the Blu-ray doesn't hold much of a difference between the two. Primaries look good and skin tone skews slightly warm. Whites are solid though throughout. Black levels, however, seem to struggle a little bit with darker interiors and night scenes. Tons of detail appears to get lost in these instances and sometimes downright obliterated. While the transfer itself is far from a disaster, instead it feels as if this is a missed opportunity to elevate the overall picture and it was not used for whatever reason. Boy Kills World on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio mix, which folds down to a Dolby True HD 7.1. There's also a Spanish Dolby Digital 5.1 track. Less problematic and actually very entertaining is the Dolby Atmos included. This is a fun, at times ludicrous type of film, and I would say it uses the available speaker real estate effectively. While I wouldn't necessarily place this in my top 10 audio mixes of the year, it still often has very engaging action scenes that have some cool audio cues. Once again, the comparison to video games is relevant as there are great effects used throughout the film. High channel activity is fairly frequent, but leans a little bit more towards the complementary nature. The mid-levels and rears keep things going and immersive constantly, as when the chaos kicks in, it provides the viewer a great bit of action. Dialogue reproduction is clean, though sometimes not easy to understand as one of the characters is purposely and hilariously garbled in his speech. The low end is good, but I wouldn't classify it as a heavy hitter. When infill moments call for it, it's more than serviceable, but it doesn't necessarily hit overly aggressive levels. There are several quote-unquote bonus material content here, but really only the making of is well worth mentioning, as the others are roughly under a minute each. The making of is very well done, with various cast and crew talking about their experiences making the film and the inspirations they drew from bringing it to life. There are also some additional shorts included here in bonus features, but honestly they're not really worth getting into, as most are under a minute each. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Boy Kills World on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a B+. While it's true the picture is very clean and the bit of detail enhancement is good with the 4K DI, the lack of HDR doesn't necessarily make this particular transfer too dissimilar from the Blu-ray image. That being said, it's still a good-looking picture, but it could have been better. For the audio mix, I scored this one an A-. There's a lot of crazy antics on screen, and the Dolby Atmos keeps things interesting in your home theater. This is a well-done track and one that should please most audiophiles. And for the extras, I scored them a B-. The making of the film is clearly the highlight here, as the other bonus features are rather inconsequential and superfluous. Still, it's well worth checking out, and at least it's an entertaining watch. So that is my review of Boy Kills World on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Lionsgate. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a direct Amazon link in the comment section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.